El sol cayó, la luna se alza y con ella llegan los mejores sonidos del mundo. Tus sentidos se despiertan y tus oídos solo quieren rock. Esto es Rockline.
Ok, estamos aquí en Rockline en nuestras entrevistas internacionales y bueno, hoy tenemos un invitado súper especial, tenemos una leyenda del género, de lo que podría ser el death metal, el señor Björn Strid de la banda Soilwork. Welcome to Rockline, Björn.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. I can see you.
You can't see me. You want to see? Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. Here I am.
Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah. Björn. Let's start this interview. Björn, let's go with a little history. Tell us about
Yeah.
the moment you decide to be a rock metal singer, and what were your main influences?
Well, it all happened pretty randomly, to be honest with you. My plan in my youth was to become a professional hockey player. So I was playing hockey, and my dream was to be in the NHL in America and play. And then I got, when I started a new school, like in junior high, I got introduced to different types of music and a lot of metal, and so that captured my attention a lot, and then I got myself a guitar, like an acoustic, started playing acoustic guitar, and then slowly after that I got myself an electric guitar and really got into that, and the more serious the hockey became, the more I sort of pushed it away and decided to go more for music because it was very liberating, and so I started a bunch of bands. I played in so many different bands. It was death metal, it was black metal, it was crust punk, it was ska, reggae, even. It was all over the place. And so I was playing guitar. I was doing a little bit of singing, but I had no plans whatsoever to become a singer. And then I started high school, and that's where I met Peter Witchers. Who I started Soilwork with, and he came up to me during the break at school, and he I mean, we didn't know each other, so he just came up to me because I had long black hair back then, and like leather jacket with like death metal logos, black metal logos painted everywhere. So he came up to me and asked me, it's like, oh, I can tell you like metal. It's like, yeah, for sure, and well, I'm about to start a metal band. Do you want to sing? You look like you could be the perfect singer. And I was like, I don't know. I play guitar, but I could try it. So that's really how it happened. It was very random, the whole thing. But then when we got together and I noticed that I could, because I was very curious about doing, death metal vocals, and I noticed pretty quickly that I had a talent for it, and it was, I don't know, something came out of that. It was very liberating, I guess, in that sense as well, so and at the same time I discovered, well, I already at that time I discovered the Stockholm death metal scene, with Dismember, Entombed, and Grave, even though they were from Gotland, but they sort of belonged to that scene as well. So there was a lot of great bands coming out. And then when I started high school, that's when I discovered, like In Flames, Jester Race, and At the Gates, and The Red in the Sky Is Ours to begin with, and then obviously when Slaughter of the Soul came out, you've heard nothing like that, So that was very inspiring. At the same time, I was very inspired by, I loved Slayer, I loved thrash, I loved, Creator, Testament, stuff like that. So I think those bands, really had an impact on me. And at the same time, I also listened to a lot of black metal. Dissection was one of my absolute favorite bands, and still is. Storm of the Light band. It's probably the metal album that meant the most to me. And so I don't know. I got inspired from a lot of that. And since also coming from a punk background, playing crust punk, and I like the sort of chaotic feel of that. So it was, I don't know, I was really all over the place, but I quite randomly became a singer. But I really enjoyed it, there was something about it.
Ok. Bueno, nos dice Björn, vamos a tratar de resumirle un poco lo que dijo. Le preguntaba yo que cuáles fueron sus orígenes, que cuándo decide él ser vocalista de rock metal, y él dice que eso fue por allá en la secundaria, que él iniciaba siendo un jugador de hockey, que le gustaba el hockey, y bueno, que fue muy random cómo llegó a este cuento del metal. Después le gustó la guitarra y pretendió ser guitarrista. Ahí se va a encontrar con uno de los fundadores de Soilwork, quien le dice, necesito un cantante, pero él no era cantante, era guitarrista. Entonces le decía, bueno, ¿cómo hacemos ahí? Y bueno, lo intentaron, se unió a Soilwork como cantante y entró al mundo. Justo en este momento es cuando digo que hace parte de la historia, Björn, en cuando salen bandas como In Flames y llega Soilwork. O sea, el death metal melódico en sus orígenes puros, brutal. Y después ya pues conocería bandas importantes que lo inspiraron, como Slayer, por ejemplo, y el thrash metal y así, pero también tiene unos gustos muy, muy, muy diversos, ¿no? Habla de reggae, habla de rock and roll, o sea, de muchos gustos diversos que lo inspiraron también para ser cantante. O sea que, bueno, esos son los comienzos de Björn. Ok, Björn.
Okay, sorry for that. That was a very long answer from me. So.
Thank you.
Hard to remember everything, I guess.
No problem. I put subtitles. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It was the 90s and Soilwork was born. Tell us about the origins of this great band.
Well, like I mentioned, it was me and Peter who met first, in the schoolyard, and he had some people, that he had in mind to play the drums and then to play the bass, and they also had a friend who he thought could be second guitar. So we got together and jammed, and some people in the band quit at our early stage, and it's a lot of things happened the first years, and then we did one demo that we were not too happy about, and then we did the second demo, and then we noticed how Mike Amott from former Carcass and now in Arch Enemy, we saw him in our hometown Helsingborg. He was working in a record store, and it's like, what the hell is he doing here? Is it really him? He's like, what is he doing in Helsingborg? He's in Carcass. They're an English band. We knew he was like half Swedish, but it's like, why here? So it was very random, and that we handed him our second demo. When we changed our name to Soilwork, we handed him the demo, and then we asked him, like, please, can you give it to some contacts or labels that and so he did, and right away we got some offers, and those were the days. I don't know, it's like there was not as many bands, it was not half as many bands as there are today, and you actually made a demo. You never hear about bands these days making a demo. Everybody's making an album. It's like, so, but it was really cool, and it was like a cassette tape. We gave to Mike Amott, and he handed it to two labels, and they were both interested, but the French label was a little bit faster, so we signed with them. So everything went quite quickly, and released our first album in '98, and then when we were approaching the second album, we got to play in Japan already before releasing the second album. So everything just went, I guess we were lucky, but I guess we also, had something special, and yeah, I'm really grateful that it happened, and life changed right there and then. And then, there's so many years that it's just a blur because everything happened so quickly, and we toured very intensively, and it's only, I would say now, the latest 1.5 year where we have this break, the Corona break that maybe some of us needed. It's not like we wish a pandemic to hit the earth, but it's now is really how I can sort of grasp what I've been doing the latest 20 years, and so many things have happened, and there's been so many highlights and great times, but it's we released first album in '98, so that's what is that, 23 years ago? It's like
okay.
Crazy.
Okay. Bueno, nos dice Björn que, bueno, les preguntaba yo cómo fueron los orígenes de esta tremenda banda Soilwork, que hace parte pues de la historia del rock metal, y nos dice que fue pues en el high school. Ellos graban un demo en un principio, a ver cómo les iba, y pues que fue muy bien recibido. Después vendría el segundo demo, que creo que fue con dos labels, lo apoyaron, y bueno, allí inicia esto y es imparable. Ya después grabarían el segundo álbum y ya tocarían en el Japón y nada que hacer. Soilwork se convertiría en una de las bandas más representativas del death metal melódico a nivel de la historia de este género. Y bueno, como bien dice Björn, nunca lo esperó. Dice que ahora en la pandemia lo estuvo meditando, ya son más de 23 años, y bueno, que es para él un placer también estar en una gran banda como Soilwork y ser pues el vocalista líder. Así que bueno, brutal esa parte. Y bueno, vamos a hablar un poco de cuál será el álbum favorito de Björn. About 12 Soilwork's albums. Which is your favorite?
Oh man, I mean, it's that's really hard. I mean, I could pick a few milestones, I guess. You know, Natural Born Chaos was really a milestone for us. I think we were really ahead of our time with our sound, and influenced so many bands, you know, and especially the American scene with all the metalcore coming out at that time, you know, the mid 2000s, and then I'm really proud of the Living Infinite too. I think it deserved a little bit more attention because it's I think it takes you on such a journey, you know, listening to that whole double album, and it's really the first melodic death metal double album in history, you know, and I think it has something very special, and it has a special place in my heart too. It's very I don't know. I think we created a new era with that album as well. We explored new territories, and then I would say Verkligheten, the latest one, because it's it's very, very special. I think again we managed to develop our sound, but still sounding like us, you know, like our roots, but still something new.
Ok, bueno, dice que es difícil esta respuesta, pues son sus álbumes, la banda los ha creado pues, obviamente con todo el fervor. El Natural Born Chaos pues es uno de los álbumes más reconocidos de la banda, pero él habla del álbum doble, dice que marca como un antes y un después, marca la historia este álbum en cuanto a álbumes de death metal se refiere, así que bueno, invitados todos a recorrer la discografía de Soilwork, que es brutal, 12 álbumes en la historia. Ok, Björn, what has been your most memorable concert with Soilwork?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, opening for Metallica in Madrid was nuts. That's definitely one of them. And then also we did Ozfest, you know, in 2005. We did 2 months in North America, and that was together with Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath. You know, I mean, it's crazy. You get to see them every day if you want for 2 months. You know, so it's those were very, very special, I think, and I think also coming to Japan for the first time. You know, it's like we've only played local shows, and then you come to Japan, and it's so loud, and it's like, Jesus, what's going on? You know, it's yeah.
Okay. Okay. Bueno, dice Björn que no es uno solo, son varios momentos. Habla de cuando le abrieron a Metallica en Madrid, y también habla de cuando estuvieron con Iron Maiden, y también de los primeros conciertos en Japón, en conciertos en Japón. O sea que para él hay varios momentos, pero estos le marcan un poco. Así que bueno. Ok, bueno, vamos a escuchar un poco de música y de lo que hace él con Soilwork. Y vamos a escucharlo al lado de nadie más y nadie menos que de Floor Jansen en esta canción que se llama Let This River Flow. Y regresamos aquí en Rockline. Ok, Björn, come back soon.
Cool. Okay.
Solo tocamos éxitos en Rockline.
Estamos de vuelta aquí en Rockline y estábamos viendo tremenda presentación en vivo del señor Björn con nadie más y nadie menos que Floor Jansen de Nightwish y esa tremenda canción de Soilwork, Let This River Flow. Brutal. Okay, Björn, how has your experience with the Movies cover project with Linnea Bigstrom and Chris Lanny and the other great musicians?
Wow, yeah, I mean, that's been quite a journey too, you know. It all happened with, you know, Chris getting in touch with me, and this was in the beginning of the Corona, and he easily gets very bored, I would say. It's like, Bjorn, I'm so bored, I want to go out and play. It's like, we need to do something. It's like, okay, cool, what do you have in mind? It's like, well, I was thinking if we should put together like a project and do covers of 80s soundtracks, you know. It's like, okay, cool, you know, and it's like, well, I got some great musicians, you know. We got people from Hammerfall and King Diamond and Pretty Maids and Royal Hunt and this and that. It's like, oh, nice. It's like, okay, we were thinking about starting doing a song from the Rocky movies, you know, No Easy Way Out with Robert Tepper. It's like, wow, that's cool, I always wanted to do that song, I said. And so it's like, okay, let's do it, you know, just for fun. So we did that, and that got really good response. And then I can't remember what the second one was and the third, but like we noticed very quickly that people got really, really excited about it, you know, to a point where people were waiting around every Thursday, you know. It's like, oh, it's like you're releasing a new song, it's the highlight of the week, you know. And so I don't know, it was crazy. It made people so happy, and I think it's what people really needed, you know. They needed some sort of comfort, I guess, you know, something that they recognize, you know, something that brought them good memories from 80s movies and stuff. So I think that's really what did it, you know, and it turned out to be really big in the end, you know. It really had a snowball effect.
Ok, bueno, él nos dice ahí, estaba preguntándole sobre el proyecto At The Movies que hemos tenido por aquí en Rockline, varios de esos covers tan brutales que hace junto a Chris Lanny, Linnea Bigstrom en las voces y otros grandes músicos. Bueno, él dice que eso ocurrió en la pandemia. Chris lo llamó y le dijo, hey, tengo este proyecto para que interpretes canciones de los 80s, de soundtracks de los 80s, y bueno, él dijo, vamos a hacerlo con grandes músicos de King Diamond, de Hammerfall, de Pretty Maids. Y bueno, dijo, vamos a hacerlo, y bueno, se ha divertido mucho con esto. Esta canción que le llamó mucho la atención de la banda sonora de Rocky, No Easy Way Out, bueno, fue como que el comienzo para que esto se diera, y creo que ya están en el segundo álbum que hacen bandas sonoras de los 90. Y pues está muy conforme con lo que ha pasado. Dice que se siente bien, que la atmósfera entre ellos es muy, muy, muy buena. Y bueno, At The Movies súper recomendado para todos los rockliners quienes no hayan escuchado un proyecto de covers de soundtracks de los 80s y de los 90s, con el señor Björn en las voces junto a Linnea Bigstrom. Okay, Björn, what plans are there currently with Soilwork? Could we expect a new album or tour when the COVID apocalypse ends?
Well, I mean, we have a new album coming up. I think we need one more like a recording session. We sort of divided the recording into different sessions, and we'll have one more week, and then I think the album will be finished, you know, or everything is going to be recorded. And then, you know, we obviously need to mix it and master it as well. But we're getting close. So I think maybe sometime next summer we will have, we will release the album, I think, and hopefully do a lot of festivals in Europe in the summer, and then after the summer, hopefully we can do both North America and South America, and that would be cool. But nothing confirmed yet, because I mean, it's man, it's a tough time. There's so much uncertainty. You don't dare to hope, but I guess we're seeing some kind of light at the end of the tunnel. Knock, knock, knock. It's yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
Ok. Bueno, él nos dice que le estaba preguntando que cuáles son los planes con Soilwork, si se viene un nuevo álbum, si de pronto finalizando el apocalipsis COVID podríamos esperar una gira, y dice que sí, que están ahora las grabaciones de lo que será el próximo álbum que será lanzado, si todo se da, el próximo verano, y pues bueno, esperan que se pueda salir de gira tanto en Norteamérica como en Sudamérica y en Europa. Sería algo genial que estuvieran por aquí en Sudamérica, la gente de Soilwork, tremenda leyenda del death metal. Así que bueno, vamos a preguntarle precisamente por eso. Would you like to visit South America with any of your bands, of your projects?
Sorry, can you repeat that? Sorry, it was lagging a little bit.
Okay. Would you like to visit South America with any of your bands?
Oh yeah, I mean, we went there with Soilwork only once, and that was a beautiful time. And I mean, I would love to go. I have the Night Flight Orchestra as well. I would love to do a full tour. We need to carry the ABBA legacy a little bit as well, and tour maybe South America as well. That would be fantastic. But I mean, there's no set plans, but it's in. It's on our wish list for sure. So it's something that we're definitely looking into, and hopefully people can spread the word also about the Night Flight Orchestra, or and we're getting a lot of response from South America. So if people just call their radio stations and wish for some Night Flight Orchestra as well, that definitely helps, and contact local promoters. So.
Ok, bueno, él nos está hablando, le pregunté si le gustaría visitar Sudamérica, y nos está hablando de otro proyecto que tiene, Night Flight Orchestra, y bueno, dice que hay contactos por ahí para ver si viene en Sudamérica, y qué genial pues sería también tenerlo tanto con Soilwork como con At The Movies. At The Movies in Colombia.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. It's like, it started as a fun project, and then now it became pretty big. It's like now we're getting offers to do shows, and I'm like, where I'm gonna find the time? It's crazy. But at the same time, I feel I'm very grateful. That people really like things that I'm a part of. As well. So it's I'm very grateful.
Ok, pero él está muy agradecido por la reacción que han tenido con At The Movies, y pues si se llegara a dar un concierto sería algo genial. Ok, Björn, thank you for your time. Thank you for accepting this interview.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me. It was my pleasure.
Ok, entonces nos vamos a despedir con esa canción brutal, precisamente del proyecto At The Movies, No Easy Way Out, con la voz del señor Björn a la cabeza. Y nos vemos pronto en Rockline. Okay? Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Hold on. I need to show you something. Hold on.
Okay.
Stay right there.
Okay. Esperemos
if I can find it.
Bueno, vamos a esperarlo. Si hay como una sorpresa, señor Björn. Okay. Okay.
I bought this in Bogotá when we played in Bogotá. I had to.
Ah, bueno, dice que estuvo en Bogotá, y ahí está pues la prueba de que estuvo por aquí en Colombia con la chaqueta de la selección colombiana. Do you like soccer?
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay. Well, Colombia is a great football soccer, but Sweden,
yeah,
good.
Yeah, Sweden, I don't know. They didn't do very well in the Euro Cup this summer, but you never know with Sweden. But yeah, Colombia is pretty cool. I think have a pretty good team, and they can always surprise, you know.
Okay. Dice que Colombia le
Cool.
gusta el fútbol y bueno, Suecia también tiene su toque. Ok, nos vemos en Rockline. See you in the future, Björn.
Absolutely. Take care. All right. Say hello to Colombia from me. Okay. Cheers. Okay.
Somos tu conexión con el rock.
We're not in the struggle.